So before this video begins, I just gotta give a disclaimer. Some of the audio is gonna be messed up every so often because of my friend not wearing headphones while we recorded this. But in essential, this is like a mini podcast, or, well, it was going to be mini, but it's like a little podcast with our discussion and theorizing about the latest episode of Inanimate Insanity that came out recently, Hatching a Plan. So without further ado, I'm going to let the two of us just get right on into it.
Alright, so that episode?
Oh, good lord. Okay, so first, right off the bat, we got Fan's nightmare, right?
Right.
That was... I don't know, I guess I can relate to that more because I've been having strange dreams due to stressful situations.
Right, and it's like, it's been a while since I've watched Inanimate Insanity, so I was like, hold on, what's going on?
Because I forced you. I sat you down and we just watched for 2 days.
Yeah, and it was like, I mean, it was a lot to process, but but once the episode started getting going, it really...
You cut out. You said once the what?
Once the episode started really going, that's when I started remembering, like, oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. And like for a while, the whole internet was referencing that one meme. She took the kids. But now the whole internet's going to be doing that Iroh and Zuko meme, because I already got it pulled up in my in my paint program.
Oh,
It's gonna be the egg as Iroh, and it's gonna be Van as Zuko. It's time to answer the big questions. Who are you, and what do you want?
I just want to hold this egg.
It was so cute.
Oh, that egg.
Okay, but like when we first saw the spaceship, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was Cobb's right away. I'm like, it's a egg-shaped spaceship, and it just alien abducted Fan. If Cobbs wanted to do things, he wouldn't do things that slowly.
Right, Cobbs would just be like,
teleport.
Boom.
Because he's already perfected the teleportation thing with Meatpad.
Yeah, he's like, he's already been like, boom, what's up, bitch? I'm here.
And speaking of Meatpad, Taco, what the fuck?
Taco is very anti-hero, I think. Because
I'm kind of glad Mike cut her out.
Yeah, me too. Like that was like big development. Like, what would I call it?
It's like when you cut a toxic friend out of your life.
Yeah, and like Mike didn't even like give her any reason to. She was just like, Mike was just like, hey, what the fuck?
She was like, did you give Taco that? Did you give Pickle that? God, I'm tired.
Me too. I'm like still going on my coffee.
Coffee.
Imagine if there's like a character named Coffee.
Funny you say that.
Oh.
There's a lot of OCs in the object show community. And one of my friends had one, I think it was latte or coffee. It was one of the two. There's a lot of... Okay, so Inanimate Insanity and Battle for Dream Island sparked a lot of, like, young creators to make a lot more object shows. And a lot of, object OCs were also part of this. See, the object show community was in its prime a couple years ago, and it was huge. There's still people around, it's just we got old, and we got really tired.
like grandpas and grandmas, you're like, you need walkers and dentures.
You're older than me. No, but it's so funny to see, like, the show. Like, they started this when they were 13 in high school, and I was just a 10-year-old little kid just trying to find my own.
What were you doing on the internet at 10 years old? Shouldn't you have been, like, napping and drinking your apple juice?
You forget that Max Camp.
Oh, that's true.
Speaking of, like, I don't know, Rooster Teeth stuff, did you notice that the, me phone at the end kind of looked like he had Locust's scar?
No! I
Like,
didn't.
I know at least one of them has watched, like, Rooster Teeth stuff. I think it's Justin, aka the voice of Knife and Paper and Meatpad at this point. Hang on, let me go pull up the image and send it to you and just...
Really, though?
Yeah, it are.
I
For those of you who don't know, we're
notice
talking about Red vs. Blue,
I-
a very popular animated series with Halo assets.
and it's Rooster Teeth's longest running show, and actually the longest running sci-fi show in America.
I thought that was... Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had that title.
I mean, kind of like with Britain, Doctor Who is the longest running sci-fi show. I think I read somewhere that it's actually Red versus Blue for
also,
America.
viewers, if we get if you have a different reference, we are very tired, so we haven't looked this up yet.
I am also very into, like, can I talk about something with Fan?
Sure. I'm gonna pull up the reference, but I've got an ad for Senator running right now, so you can go ahead and talk about that.
Okay, so when they were on the ship, Test Tube and Fan.
Yeah.
I loved how they handled the whole, like, you think that we are the bad guys, but in actuality, you're the bad guys to us.
Aw.
Because I don't know. I'm tired. I am trying to collect my thoughts. So I loved the fact that they had the whole what makes you think you're responsible for something we already were taking care of.
Right.
It's something that I have a problem with myself due to anxiety and my PTSD just telling me, like, you know, oh, it's your fault. You have to fix everything.
Yeah.
It's that nurturing, but it's like it's very tying into, I think, history today. We believe that we have to fix everything, but sometimes things are already being taken care of and we just mess that up.
Right.
I don't know. I like how Fan realizes that they're not, just because they were feeling like it was, just because they felt like they needed to take care of something doesn't mean that it was their responsibility in the first place.
Right.
So I think it was very good to hear, like, you don't need to take responsibility for everything that's going on.
Absolutely. Anyway, so I sent you the picture in Discord of what that Me Phone's face looks
Oh,
like.
yeah, now I can see it. I can see the locust resemblance.
Especially when it was on Toilet.
Oh, Toilet!
I've gotten her happy about Toilet. She loves the character because it reminds her a lot of Caboose.
Caboose is... I want to be Caboose's best friend. But no, I literally screamed when Toilet was, like, in danger.
Oh man, at first I was watching this video by myself on my bed because I knew that I was gonna have that like excited kicking thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had to go finish it while sitting in a chair.
Chair.
Anyway, so this is like a whole bunch of things we could talk about at once. One of my favorite things, and okay, light bulb.
Light
She's the
bulb.
smartest person there. Like, yeah, test tube's got that like street science stuff. You know, she's cool, got that secret lab, but at the same time, light bulb knows how to like take situations and put them into different kind of words. Like, okay,
Like
the
an
thing,
idea.
yeah, like she has her own way of explaining things,
Oh
but
my god, she's a
sometimes it's
pun.
yeah. But she has her own way of explaining things that can help others understand what's going on. Like, okay, with test tube, she explained, you made a mess, and she's like, well, I didn't do anything. She's like, it's not what you do, it's how you do. And I think that's one of the best things that like could explain what's going on. Test tube was obviously very confused, and it
Yeah,
took an
because
agent of chaos.
it's like it's like how you think that you did nothing wrong, and then once you really think about how you did it, it's like, oh, I am in the wrong.
Okay, so I saw a theory last night because I was scrolling through Instagram very tiredly. You know how there were 2 eggs and they only recovered the one?
Yeah, I'm wondering about where that other one is.
A lot of people think it's Mephone. Mephone is the egg.
Really?
You know how they're just light creatures in eggshells?
Yeah.
Mephone was the first to have, feelings. He can feel things. Not even Mephone 4S can feel as much as Mephone. I mean, he got close, but Mephone's like the most, I could say, human of the Mephone branch. And if you notice, very subtly, Mephone was the only one who got affected by the screech. See,
Oh.
Meepad has the same, like, I can conjure things up, sort of, but he wasn't affected. Mephone looked very distraught, and his first thing to do was to summon comfort items, things that he loved, which would have a TV so he can watch TV, reality shows, and a couch.
Right.
And that's typically what you turn to when you're in like very much discomfort. You find things you find comfort things to relax.
Okay, my mind is blown right now because if Steve Cobbs, if he can somehow this
And that's why he was interested in the egg, because he failed with Mephone. Mephone, even though he's technically still in Cobbs's grasp, he still can't get him to. Once he figured out the truth, he wouldn't get him to willingly cooperate. But if he got another egg, he could do the same thing over and over and over again.
that
And that's why he wanted Fan's egg.
and that's why Steve Cobbs is so interested in the egg aliens, like their forms. They can do. I don't know how. I am bad at wording things right now,
It's fine.
but that actually makes so much sense because I mean, because wasn't it, I don't know how to say it. The other Me phones seem very robotic.
Yeah. They don't have that human motion. And Cobbs did say at the very beginning, you are different from the others. And if we go back and look at 3G, that shattered me phone we saw in the closet,
Mm-hmm.
his words were, they've got through the shell. No. He was screaming as if there were a battle, as if he was the one that took the egg.
Oh.
Yeah, blew your effing mind.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, Justin Chapman has been very kind, and I think I reblogged it somewhere, so give me a second. But on Tumblr, someone had asked him what was it that he was screaming, because it's kind of hard to hear, blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
he was very kind to give a translation.
I mean, some people have like trouble with auditory.
Yeah, and that's why YouTube should not take away captions.
Yeah, I'm like pissed at that. That is like, because now what are we gonna do?
A lot of people are saying that like uh um it's a petition, and when I signed it, it was like almost at its goal, so there might be hope.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, don't make too many noises.
Baseball being a dad though.
Yeah, he was always such a dad character, but now it feels like he's finally like able to move on.
Okay, but I'm surprised that it was baseball who voted for test tube.
And I've had a convincing argument.
He did, but it's like baseball is always the type of person who would give second chances. Like, he's very trusting. He's very dependent on others, and he's not afraid to lean on them in order to find some comfort, or just be a friend. So really, when it was revealed that it was baseball who was the final judgment for the voting, it caught me off guard.
Okay, so what do you think Mike's reason for not just telling everyone that Taco's back?
I think, for one, everyone believes that Taco is just gone.
Except Knife. He can attest to that.
Yeah. But I think it was a sort of like agreement between Knife and Mike that, yes, Mike is trying to be a better person.
Mm-hmm.
Mike
and I think if Tess, sorry, go ahead.
And I think that was Knife. That was a way to show Knife, like, yeah, you can really trust me now because I am proving to you that I'm changing. And I don't think it was needed to be said that Taco was back. Like, Knife could easily just be like, Taco's back. And because he's like friends with Pickle, who has like trauma because of Taco.
Which is why he said, "Say hi to Pickle for me."
Yeah.
Oh my god, do you know how many people have shipped Knife and Pickle?
I can see it. Like, I can see it.
Okay, it's so like a lot of people say that they've been close friends since the first episode of the second season because they started playing video games together. Right off the bat, but then people were like, "Oh, it's because of Everything's AOJ." The episode where they went to go clean the hotel while Miphone spent a night in jail. Because he was able to connect to Pickle, and through his own way, he can, convince him, hey, you don't need to hold on to the past. It's not like it doesn't affect you, but you really need to move on, or it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life.
Right.
Which, dealing with trauma, that's actually really good advice.
And I think it was, I think Pickle and Knife's relationship is like one of the most interesting. Just cause like, one's more of like the whole like, yeah, we gotta be like winning and all that. Whereas the other one is just like, Yeah, this game has caused me so much trauma. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. But I think Knife understanding um that Pickle is traumatized because of this game, so he won't bring it up as much around Pickle. And then Pickle realizing, this is important to Knife in the first place, so I'm not gonna stop him from trying to win this game. It's a
Right.
very mutual understanding relationship, and I think that's what we need in more like representation of healthy relationships, and whether it be shipping or just platonic
Platonic.
or whatever you want to do. Just
Uh,
let there be mutual understanding that doesn't need to be said.
yeah, that's what I'm writing this down because of my new show.
It's like you don't need to be like total best friends. You can just be like friends or acquaintances or, video game buddies.
Video game buddies.
But like I think more relationships need to be reliant on an understanding. And if anything, that's what's going to help you in the long run when you're dealing with toxic relationships, or figuring out who your friends are, or what your others need from you and what you need from others.
Right. Okay, so the fight scene on the ship.
Oh my god.
Okay, I got really scared
Okay, I got
because okay, so you know how me phone gets those notifications to recover the contestants?
yes.
He got the notification for test tube, even though both of them were shot. I thought Fan was going to end up in Purgatory Mansion.
Oh, yeah, I was like, oh, on one hand I was just like, oh, Bo. But on the other I was just like, no, you better not kill off Fan. Fan is like growing on me.
Yeah, but like I was confused on what would have happened because like the only reason me phone couldn't recover Bo and an extension Doe, he was he was shut down when the notification was supposed to go off, so it didn't send altogether, and he didn't make a icon for him, Doe.
That's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
You're lucky my headphone is plugged in. But also, that raises the question like, okay, so he didn't create an icon for toilet. And we are on the cliffhanger.
No. No, no, no. Wait, what if you could just use emojis? Maybe that can be Toilet's icon. An emoji.
No, I mean his data isn't in the phone, and that way he can't recover them. Like the icons aren't just icons; they're actually, all the makeup that is that object and who they are. Make sure
Suddenly
they can
can't
recreate
read.
it.
I don't know how I can't read.
Okay, so I found the post, and it's a little different than what I thought. So it's 3G that says, "Belay that, troops. We cannot halt innovation when the future is so near." And something else said, "They just broke through the shell. No, this is all we have. No, don't." So that's got to be the aliens, right? And they broke through the shell before it was ready, right?
Yeah. So they broke
Okay.
through the shell, and it's just like,
This is all still speculation, but
I've got Oreos, by the way, so don't mind me.
I was about to grab Cheez-Its and I said no, that's gonna mess up the recording. But so like Oh, and I hope someone gives me phone a cookie.
I know he deserves one.
Uh,
He needs a
poor
cookie.
baby.
He needs a cookie.
I can't believe that Adam got his dad to do this.
I know.
Which was funny because he said, I think it was said in like a interview one time. No, it was in the 9th anniversary special. Excuse me. They were talking about how he became the role of Mifone, and he said his 16 or no 13-year-old kid was screaming at him, "No, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong." And I'm like, you have more patience, Mr. Mark.
Wasn't it originally like the Total Drama
Christian
Island
Patanza.
guy?
It was originally Christian Patanza. Adam had won his contest, and that was I can't remember the specifics, but he won a contest a few years ago, and when he met Christian Patanza, he was like, "Hey, can you voice some lines for a show I'm doing?" And he's like, "Sure," but then he got busy. And fun fact, a lot of that extra scene that you see in alternate reality
Mhm.
episode, it was like, okay, take 2. That was just some random outtakes that they had left over that they never used.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So,
I can't believe I can't believe this series is 9 years old. I feel old.
aw, your grandma. Grandpa.
Shut it. You're older than me.
Would you like a cookie, dearie? I got some of these little strawberry candies in my bag.
Oh god, those strawberry candies are delicious.
I know! It's like, God!
But I know where they get them because I was always with my grandmother when she got them. And my mom because she loved them too. You get them at Dollar Tree, not Dollar General.
Huh.
Well, okay, you get them at Dollar General if you don't want the gooey center, but you get them at Dollar Tree if you want that gooey center. And you want that gooey center.
Duly noted.
That's Jeremy! That was his YouTube name before he got to Achievement Hunter.
Oh my god. Okay, do you want to know what I love?
What?
Like, outside of the serious stuff, I love Paintbrush being like, shut the fuck up and go back to sleep.
Did you notice that they had a little non-binary flag next to them on bed?
No, I didn't.
Let me get the screenshot. Screenshot. Everybody needs a screenshot.
Woo woo.
I'd like to think that Lightbulb snuck that over.
Sorry if you can hear my dog.
No, doggies are good. Also, I want to know what Baxter was doing. Wait, where did Baxter go?
Baxter was probably doing Baxter things.
Baxter, Stoop.
No, Baxter went to the crab rave.
Oh, what up?
You know the one?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, here's the picture.
Aww.
I wish I had that. I wish I had a flag. I've got one for pansexual, but I don't have one for non-binary. So, so if you didn't know, that there's some official comics being drawn for the series.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like Hotel OJ sort of shenanigans, right?
Oh my god.
And it's so cute. Like, it's on the Inanimate Insanity official website, but it's also on like their Twitter. It's on the guy's Tumblr. I've actually sent a nice note about it. I don't know if they saw it.
Let me get the website up because I want to see this.
I think I sent it to you a couple couple weeks ago when it first started.
check out our new comics. Okay, let me see it. Oh yeah, you did. I'm just like, I have bad memory.
It's fine. It's fine. But it like started with the with Paper taking the complaint department, and I felt so bad for Paper because I also okay. So we both work in retail, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much do you want to backtalk these people?
Oh my god, I want to tell them to like. Let me tell you. When you don't wear your mask,
Oh yeah, wear your fucking mask.
I have been given permission by my manager to be like um to tell people um you need to wear your mask or I cannot serve you. I have the right to refuse service.
Right.
Um so it's like I because safety is more important than your like
Monies.
safety is more important than just your like you gotta have your freedom. So it's like
Frustrating.
yes. And it's like poor Paper. I'm reading it
Yeah.
right now. I'm reading it right now and I'm like, yeah, that's literally how retail is.
Yeah. And he's got the appropriate like thoughts for it. He's not just plainly saying F off, F off, F off, F off. But no, he's like got actual solutions or actual like appropriate responses, but he can't say it because he's just the complaint guy. Then the next comic, right? It's called Art Class. Paintbrush is teaching an art class. And they're doing good. And like he's like, okay, that looks good, guys. And to like Yang Yang and Trophy's like looking less good, but that's okay. And then he just see boxed, and he's got a perfect portrait. And Paintbrush is like, what? And then the final comic, the most recent one, it's Cherries and Yin Yang with their like, um, they had meetings before. It says on the website that they have meetings to talk about like getting along together and stuff like that, and it somehow works. So Yin Yang has a new hobby, butterfly catching,
Right.
and like Yin loves being with nature, and Yang likes the control of it. And they prank Trophy by letting the butterflies go, scaring him, but at the same time, he's got something to photograph. Because that's his new hobby.
Oh.
So, like, I love these comics. I think that it gives a more, like, world building view.
And it gives you more like it gives you more to sympathize with.
Yeah, because, like, okay, Adam, Brian, Taylor, and Justin have all said, like, okay, we wish we could do more of this character. That's why, like, they stopped voting from the viewers when they did. They had a lot of characters they had plans with,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, if they did one mistake, they get voted out instantly. That's kind of what Lightbulb sort of said. If I do absolutely nothing, odds are in my favor. That was in Breaking the Ice, the first episode of the second season.
They gotta update the website to show the eliminated and remaining competitors, by the way.
And they will, it just takes a little time. So as of recording this, it's been like over 24 hours since the episode aired, and the reason we're doing this so late is because we both had to work yesterday.
Ugh.
But I don't know. This is like, you also have to realize this is all happening at night. So the eliminated contestants are going to be like waking up, and they're going to just see 2 more people in the hotel. They're like, "What the hell happened?"
And it's
And Soap and Microphone are going to be together again. Yay!
yeah. Oh, Moog.
I did not get up when I was supposed to, but that was because I was not feeling it. I was not feeling good. Woke up with the taste of barf in my mouth.
You know what, you know who the best character is, though?
Who?
Box.
Oh yeah, no contest. No contest, man. But seriously, who's your favorite?
Hmm.
Because now you have had time to relate to these characters and see their stories unwind.
I think Marshmallow's my favorite.
Aww.
I love her. Like, she's so good.
She's good, but lives with a lot of regrets.
Exactly.
Also, so okay, this raises the question. Okay, so you know how Mephone had said, "Why did you let Marshmallow go?" Yeah, didn't think I wouldn't catch on, huh? To Meepad?
Mm-hmm.
That raises the question with me: how come Meepad didn't catch Taco? Beforehand. Like, he knows when people are going outside of the parameters, but he doesn't know when people who aren't supposed to be here are in the parameters. My bro got had a point saying, well, he didn't think that she would be much of a threat because she's not really in the show and she's not on, the mainland. So she's not being seen. But at the same time, I'm like, but surely Mephone has said, do not let the eliminated contestants or people who aren't on the show come back within these parameters so that, we can do the show without hiccup. Right?
Maybe Mephone still has Taco's information.
Oh, he does. He still has her in Me Life, but he never, after the finale, because Taco's partially the reason he got bumped into the water.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, why hasn't, because he knows how dangerous she could be, why hasn't he set up some boundaries for her? Because she's not supposed to be there.
Hmm.
And they all knew that Taco was still, out there because in the first episode, Taco sent a bunch of letters. And Pickle, even then, was like, just throw that in the fire. I don't give a shit.
Which, is a reasonable response.
Yeah, because you don't want to interact with people that's traumatized you. Recently, a girl that really screwed with my mind back in high school tried to send me a friend request from a different Facebook page, even though I blocked her on the other ones. I'm like, can you not take a hint? I will talk to you about that after we're done recording, because I've got a lot to say.
And then yesterday,
Yeah, that girl. But yeah, so you don't want to interact with people that really screwed you up.
Exactly. Do you want to know what I want to see more?
Go ahead.
I want to see more of the characters, like, because obviously they work amazingly together when they really
Mm-hmm.
want to put their mind to it.
Yeah.
I want to see them, like, coming together and defeating, like, Cobbs once and for all.
Right. Because everybody wants to see cops get the shit knocked in. Especially after we saw Miphone's memories.
Yeah, and it's like, don't hurt me, phone.
Everybody is now defensive. Miphone is baby. I've seen someone make fan art where you remember Deltarune?
Yes.
Miphone is Lancer and Cobbs is the king. I've seen that fan art.
I didn't know I needed this until now.
I'm sending it to you. I have it. I reblogged it a while back. Anyway, so okay, can we talk about how sad that last bit was?
Which one?
Lightbulb is the last person on her team, her original team, and she's so sad.
Just someone give her a break.
No, not literally. And everybody thought she was still dead from the last episode because she wasn't in the trailer.
Like, one, me phone literally has her information.
Yeah, but sometimes like we thought, he didn't hit the button this episode, because he has to hit the button to revive him. But like they thought, oh, he's been too busy. This is all happening like moments after the last episode, and that scream, could have discombobulated him and made him forget to hit the button. Lightbulb is not visible at all in the trailer, so she might not be in the episode itself. Which, this kind of irregularity has happened in trailers before. Like, as part of the suspense, don't assume. Like, if you need to assume, I need you to spell assume. Makes an ASS out of you and me. And everybody thought that the telescope was a part gun, but no, now we can see it's just a taser. And she was amplifying it with her telescope.
Let the telescope be a gun.
There's just a lot of guns.
Let this series would be a lot shorter if they just all had guns.
Oh man, there's this side blog on Tumblr. It was called Suitcase with a Gun.
Good.
It was hilarious.
Give Suitcase a gun.
Also, okay, so the egg, did it kind of like imprint on Fan? Like how animals do? Do you think that's what happened? Because in the end, it still stood up for Fan. Like, I know you tried your best, but it was really out of your control. But I still appreciate you for trying. Him and Test Tube, because it glowed both their colors in their eyes.
I think if it had imprinted on Fan and Test Tube, the aliens wouldn't have been as hostile.
Well, again,
Reasonably hostile.
It's also the fact that the Meeple Corporation stole the eggs. And they were just caught up in it. They thought they were working for Meeple.
Mm-hmm.
And only reason I'm saying like it imprinted on them, not only because it technically, gave them hope at the end, but also when it stopped screeching the moment Fan touched it, because it spent the most time in contact with Fan.
I think well, now that I think about it, like, wouldn't the wouldn't they have noticed that it was imprinted?
Sometimes it's hard to tell. Like, it knew that its place was with its own, their people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they spent so much time with Fan and Test Tube. Mostly Fan, though. So, which is why it, like, stayed with Fan through sort of trial sort of situation, I guess. Would you call it?
I would think so, yeah.
It was saying he really didn't hurt me, I guess.
I mean, he still took me, but like it was
He's
it was out of concern that I was alone and I had nobody.
Yeah, and because it was alone. Like, how long has it been alone?
Yeah, that's true. I also think maybe like I think maybe it was in the end they realized like it was a better outcome to have been um it it should have been Fan instead of cops.
Yeah.
Like
And I like how, like, even though Taco shot two people, Microphone's like, we come in peace. They just stop.
it's like
I love Microphone. I'm so sad to see her go, but it's for the best.
I mean microphone's like one of the funniest characters ever in this show. She put her what?
Her logo. She put a
I
Test Tube
did,
logo
I did.
instead of
I
their
thought that was
logo.
adorable. Sorry about that. That was my mom.
It's a...
I think it's also another symbolism for showing that they're no longer letting Cobbs control them.
Even though technically Cobbs is still controlling them because he orchestrated all of this.
Right, and it just I think it's also another symbolism for their friendship.
Yeah, and Fan's right. You can't things can't go back to normal like the things they were after all of this, but it's okay because even though it's different, they're still good friends. And Test Tube acknowledges, yeah, I was a bit too cold. I do apologize. And that's what friendship is. That's how you do it right.
Exactly, and I think this might have like brought them more together.
Yeah.
I still can't get over the we come in peace.
It was so hilarious. Uh.
Like what who says that after one of their teammates has like shot you?
But I am glad that she didn't just leave Fan there. Like, that's not in Microphone's nature. That's in Taco's nature. But not Microphone.
I was so worried that they were gonna leave Fan.
I knew Mike wouldn't. Also, that, like, final backstab that Taco did to Mike, because she promised, she didn't promise, but she told Mike, there's no need to worry, I'm not gonna shoot anyone. I shot everyone! British bacon lesbian. Lesbian bacon. That's one of the like drawings Taylor did for that charity stream they had. It was
Taco with the
bacon.
lesbian flag?
Yeah, but it looked a lot like bacon, so they're like, oh, it's lesbian bacon. It was hilarious.
Like,
Also, just a little side thing. Like, I love how much like they've the crew itself. I love how much they grew since the beginning of all this.
you could definitely tell, like, from the first episode to now that they've definitely grown.
Especially since the first season, because you were saying, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this." The first season was kind of weird, and I had to keep saying, "I promise you, it gets better." And then at the end, when we watched that final thing with Mifun and his memories, you were like, "What the f?" Cobbs just took a perfectly good being and gave it trauma.
Look at it, it's got anxiety.
It's like that Tumblr post. You've ruined a decent person. That it is what you did. Look at it. It's got anxiety.
That's exactly what I was referencing.
And you know what's funny? Fan has a Tumblr. Like the character Fan has a Tumblr.
I wonder what they're a fan of.
Everything. But no, Brian, the voice of Fan, did this a couple years. Oh, not. I keep saying a couple years, but it's probably been like 8. But they did this years ago, where like they did it with an email. Like people can send emails to Fan, and they would post it on his blog. Oh, it's my blog, which is just a part of this website before everything got junked up. And I distinctly remember me believing that Fan was a person, because I was little. It was after that Halloween episode.
Oh my
And
god.
I was just like, oh, I was like, Fan, please tell Testim everything's okay. She like had a nervous breakdown. He's like, I don't remember jack shit. And looking back, I was like, why did I do this?
We all do things sometimes, and we're just like, I don't know. We all do stuff
Cringe.
that we're
We
embarrassed.
cringe.
I still cringe at the fact that I still cringe at stuff that I did, like, when I was, like, little. You're good.
I cut my hair to my roots because I thought my roots were my bangs.
Oh, honey.
I was 3. No, I was like 5. My brother was born.
Old enough to know better.
No. I just remember my grandmother saying, "Oh yeah, I need to get their bangs cut." And I was like, "Okay." I can remember doing this too. I went to the bathroom and I grabbed the scissors and I just snip 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 as close to my roots as I could. I remember my grandma going, "What the heck?" And I just look at her and go, "Uh-oh." My dad thinks I really don't remember it as well as I should, but I'm like, no, I remember this clear as day.
You know what?
That's a core memory.
Core memory. You know what? You know what they should? I don't know what I was thinking. I want to know, like, if they have families.
Yeah, people have been speculating that too in the OSC. Some people are thinking, like, you know, the prisoners that were in the cell with me phone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they said that one of them could be one of his family members, because it's a pocket knife. And years ago, I was friends with this person on DeviantArt, and they gave like Knife a really sad backstory, and they sent it to Justin, and Justin was like, "Ah, this is so like cute, but at the same time, so like this hurts me." I don't even know if he remembers that. And you remember how we were saying things we regret, like, very much doing?
Yeah.
I used to send notes and, like, bug the people on the show all the time.
You used to send what?
like DeviantArt notes. There was this one guy I really regret bugging all the time. It was Zany Leaves. Me and my friend at the time would just like, we used to, because Hangouts used to be a bigger thing than it is now. Like, I think they just disabled a lot of stuff on Hangouts. But we would hang on Hangouts all the time, and we just send him notes with like the link. And sometimes he'll show up, but we also were inconsiderate assholes because we forgot, like, he's in England. And one time he fell asleep mid-call, and we were just like sort of making fun of him. At the same time, we had to kick him from the call so he can get some sleep. But looking back on it, I'm like so embarrassed of everything I do all the time. And that's a good thing because it shows how much I've grown, I guess. But at the same time, why did I do this?
You were learning. You were just a kid.
I was Babby.
You were a little baby.
Yeah, well, I was like 10 when this started. And like, I did not have the experience or like common knowledge, I guess, to not bug people like that. They were, like, Justin was cool about it. So was Niall, I guess, but Niall just stopped responding at one point. I'm like, okay, that's fair.
I mean, you learn as you go.
Yeah. God, if Niall ends up watching this, dude, I'm so sorry.
If like any of them like end up watching this, like,
I'm so sorry.
I
But they do watch a lot of stuff that the community does. Like, I've showed you a couple times where they've responded to my reactions in the past.
yeah. And I think that's sweet. Like, if you're a content creator and you're very involved with your community, like, that's a good way to be a good person. Like, you listen to the community and you,
A good creator.
yeah.
And there's some points where the creators, kind of get too far and listen to the community too much. Some people say that that's what happened with Star versus the Forces of Evil. And I don't know. I wasn't like there when it all started because I watched it way after.
I don't know. I stopped watching it after season 1. I got bored.
Yeah. But there's some extremities that you can't overcross. But if you are involved with your community, and listen to them, I think that's a good sign of good content creators.
Yeah, especially I think going back to Paintbrush, I think that's a good idea that they listen to the community about like Paintbrush being non-binary.
They also were like, it was just a running joke, but then someone suggested it, and they're like, non-binary, what's that? Oh, that's them.
They were like, let's make a character that's this. Wait, that's them. They Paintbrush just looked at the non-binary flag and went, that me. Me.
He's like, oh, they're like, God.
They're like, I ken that.
That's like Blue.
Oh, I love Blue.
I love Blue too. But it's so easy for them to ken things.
And I say this lovingly, like,
yeah, we love Blue. Like, we're like the Three Musketeers.
Blue is our friend who is Blue is blur.
Trying to find themselves. They're finding themselves, but at the same time, we meme on them.
It's like we love them, and I always worry like Oh, maybe I'm using the wrong name today. No, they're just they can a lot of things, and you know what? Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. They're finding themselves, but at the same time, we meme on them
It's exactly.
lovingly
I send them all this like Benry shit.
because you say they're Gordonkin.
No, because so for anybody who is watching this, and you're getting this far, so I've been getting really into Half-Life
Half-Life
VR, but
VR.
the AI is sentient. I know absolute shit about Half-Life.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about it. I'm learning though. I'm learning, and let me tell you, like some of these characters, I would.
Oh my god! You went there!
Uh,
Keep it PG, Hannah!
okay, you can cut that out of the editing.
No, I'm keeping all of this.
Oh no. Well, I would smooch.
Smooch. Would you smooch a ghost?
Would you
I think
smooch
I
a
have
goat?
ADHD. Yes. And I think I have ADHD.
You know what? That's fair. But I've been getting into Half-Life VR AI, Halvry, and I
It's so good.
and I've been sending them like Benry stuff because like I joke that they're Benry kin.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, non-binary, like the, Paintbrush just looked at the non-binary flag and went, "Me, I kin.
Yeah. Oh, it's C, none of the above.
I'm kin to this."
And I love how it wasn't self-discovery for Paintbrush, it was discovery for Lightbulb. Cause Lightbulb is Paintbrush's closest friend, I would say, at this
Yeah,
point. And they can read Paintbrush a little bit better than most people.
and I think it was also self-discovery for um the the creators because, like you said, they were just like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, it's them.
Oh, what's this?
Hello, is anybody
Toilet. That would be toilet.
there? What's this?
Oh, what's this, Mr. Phone? Mr. Me Phone?
Hello, is anybody there? Mr.
I th-
Phone, Mr. Phone, please help
oh,
me.
you're doing the Obama thing.
Anything for you, Mr. Phone."
Then perish.
I,
I think we're going to hell.
you know what? I already knew I was going to hell.
Oh man. Also, you were so mad at me that I sent you that picture of Toilet in a fedora, Mr. Phone.
I hate you for that. Still.
Like I sent it to you with no context months ago, and you were like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then you got the context, and you're like, "How dare you?"
Don't do this to Toilet. We're getting a little off. Like,
we are ADHD.
I don't have ADHD, but like,
I think I do. uh,
but
would you?
I think this episode though, I think it was like one of the more interesting ones.
Yeah.
Like everything about this episode was really just. I want to say that it was more critical on all the characters
Mhm.
because really, what would they do in a situation where one of their friends was taken by aliens? And I think it was very, very. I think it was a very good sense of character study. Also, let's talk about Suitcase for a moment.
Yes. Interesting. I'm kind of glad she's not listening to those, hearing those voices anymore. So I think she kind of can sympathize with Mike on that front.
Yeah. But, like...
But where Suitcases was traumatic, like, manifestations, Mike was very literal. I'm hearing taco.
And it's like, you know, I think it was more of a comparison between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Where Microphone is doing these actions because somebody is telling her, I think Suitcase is more like has trouble deciphering between reality and the voices sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really this show has a lot of
Elements going on.
Yeah, elements of like trauma and how to cope with them and what you can do as a friend for them.
Right.
And realizing, what's good for you and what isn't good for you anymore.
All y'all need therapy.
Everyone needs therapy in this.
They're all beings that's been through traumatic shit.
Like, somebody help them.
Help them. But what was also a little unsettling is how fast Mifune was to, like, finish up the reality show now that he knows the truth. He's like, well, we're back. Is this even airing? So, have you seen the Inanimate Insanity apparel in merch?
I have not.
Watch me one of these days. I'm going to send you a shirt. What's your shirt size?
Tag yourself, I'm nerds.
Oh, I actually have that shirt. Did I tell you about that? About how I got that one?
Oh, there's a non-binary paintbrush shirt?
Yeah, remember I sent that to you on the first day of June.
It's been so long. I am like...
Yeah.
I have been working.
Oh yeah, I know, me too.
I'm the only one in my house working right now. And it's like...
stress.
Coolness.
But yeah, so the thing about that nerd shirt, there was a t-shirt competition years ago. I think it was like 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to write a like email saying why you love the show, blah 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 blah. And there was like 5 winners.
And you were one of them, right?
I was one of them.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
I still have this shirt to this day. It's very faded and it's got the old designs, but it's still one of my favorite shirts. I had like a bunch of shirts. I had a test tube science rules shirt, which I think they got rid of that design, which sucks because bleach got on that shirt and I had to make it into like a crop top for a bikini cover.
Mm-hmm.
or swimsuit cover. And I was really hoping to replace it, but because it's gone, I can't. And I have a nickel shirt that was like, learn how to spell, but I can't find it. I also have a microphone shirt with her just rocking out.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm not hard to shop for if you know what I'm into.
Oh wait.
I should say this has also been like over the course of a couple of years that I've gotten these shirts. I didn't like my aunt just got them for me.
Is it this one that you're talking about?
Yeah. But he didn't have that much of a grump. He was just like, meh. Again, they redesigned a bunch of shirts.
They're like, poor Nicklay.
Man, I'm highly offended.
Nickel can't spell.
Nickel's just pissed.
Oh god, I love this show. Like I learned to love it more than I thought I would.
So one of the cast members, he's the voice of Balloon, right? His name's
Mhm.
Ben. He tweeted about the merch, and he was like, "Don't forget to get your paper and OJ." And he's like, he was spelling it like PJ. So when you fold them, they could be closer together. I'm like, you, because a lot of people ship PJ, which is paper and OJ.
Mhm.
And he was just teasing us.
Oh my god. It's kind of like when Miles Luna was like,
Yes.
Lee, I knew it.
Oh god, fucking Lee.
Lee Lahav is like one of the funniest people ever.
Yes.
We love her.
Much respect. Much respect.
Good for her, honestly.
We've dissolved into a giggling mess.
We have. It's mostly because I don't know like what else to say.
We don't have to go the full 2 hours. I was a little over eager, but like at the same time, there's still a lot to talk about.
I think what also I want to talk about is what else did I want to talk about? I think Taco. I think Taco is like one of the more like. So you remember when I said that Taco is like an anti-hero?
Yeah.
Well, for one, she did help get Fan in test tube bag, but at the same time, she's
Oh my god, I'm about to throw my phone.
what?
Taylor posted on in the Inanimate Insanity tag. He said, "Egg sonas are highly encouraged, by the way.
We should make egg sonas.
Make your egg sona.
Make.
Also, make yourself an object OC because I've already got one.
I don't know what kind of object I'd be.
Want to know what mine is?
What?
It's a treble clef that floats. You know how a couple characters don't have arms?
Yeah.
Mine's a floating one that has no legs, which is in BFB, so we know the physics work.
That is amazing.
Oh man, what's bad is she's also the main character of a series, but she's not going to be her treble clef form. She's going to be the human. She's part of that series I was talking about with you, the one that's been RP for, I guess, 9 years. We've had a nonstop RP of 9 years.
Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted everybody in this show to be happy.
And that's all you can do. Hope for happiness. But they're gonna get beaten along the way in trauma.
Just get them trauma. They can have trauma as a little treat.
No, that is sour. Also, did you notice the parallel between when when Paintbrush got eliminated and Lightbulb was sad, so Test Tube was like holding on to her, but now she's by herself and she's just, no, I did not give you both permission to do that.
Oh,
Your heart.
Give
it.
No. I'm not giving you my heart.
I already stole it!
Gordon Freeman took it.
Benry took it. Benrys have layers.
they're like onions. Benrys are like onions. They have layers.
God, I still can't believe that. I can't believe.
You can't believe.
No, but like once Mifone finds out that Taco has stolen Meepad, he's going to f some shit up.
Oh yeah, he is. He's gonna be like, "Yo, give me my son back."
Also, like, okay, so going back to something we started the discussion on, how I thought that I was like certain that this wasn't Cobbs in the alien ship.
Mm-hmm.
It really was mostly because it was shaped like an egg. Not because like Cobbs is very cookie cutter. Like he didn't like creative outlooks onto things. Like you remember that tree that Mifone tried to conjure?
He's
and
like
it was blue?
same face syndrome.
Yeah. But you know how like Mifone conjured that blue tree?
Mm-hmm.
You could tell he was actually upset that it was blue and not perfect, but he had to save face in order to keep Mifone in good favor. And keep in Mifone's good favor.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, I want to hug so many of these contestants. I feel so bad for them.
They all need hugs, honestly.
Do you have any personal headcanons you want to say? I opened a can of worms.
I think Knife would be very good at cooking.
Really? I haven't heard that one.
I don't know. So, like, you know those things where you find out something about someone that you would never think of?
Yeah.
Like, he's already shaped like a knife. Might as well be cooking.
Stereotypes. Oh, very. I'm kidding.
He's like, can you imagine him just like slamming his head against the counter?
Yes, I can, because if you follow Animation Epic, that you know they do these things called inanimate battles, where they take the objects that they get from the show, from their everyday lives, and they just make them, they make a battle. And Knife always wins inanimate battle. It was hilarious. I missed Inanimate Battle. Adam, if you're listening. I'm kidding.
Just chop.
Yeah, he literally sliced up pickle.
Oh no!
But it's non-canon to the show. But yeah, I can absolutely imagine Knife doing that.
But like, they're surprised that Knife can cook, but the one thing that they're like, what the heck about is like Knife just slamming against the counter, just like.
You're gonna make me draw this.
Knife just comes up like, yep, it's all good, like out of it. That's the one setback about cooking.
He gets a headache every time.
He's gotta take the ibuprofen.
The ibuprofen. Also, the anime face of Test Tube. Like, I love it. Like, I actually almost screamed.
Test Tube is a weeb.
Oh my god, we were just talking about Half-Life VR, and they made Object Show Benry. It's his helmet.
Oh my god, show me.
I was just I scroll like Tumblr when I'm talking to people, like as not as a like I'm not interested thing. It's it because I cannot sit still.
Yeah, me too.
Look at this. this? Knife his puppy?
Passport. Why can't Henry be a passport?
Because.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Also, can we talk about Knife's face during the elimination? He looked scared, like he's gonna be eliminated.
Oh my god, I know. Like, give him a break. Can somebody just give him a break?
Oh my god, so I just realized that the thing with like Bulb when he's like that she's like, that's no good. That's a Sonic reference.
Oh my god.
And Justin was like, I will not, as quoted Knife, and Brian was like, delete this, quoted Fan. Also, the fact that Test Tube set the background to Fan's phone to them both holding the egg.
Oh, my heart. I'm reblogging that Benry post, by the way. I can't.
Reblog it to your Half-Life
Of course I am.
blog. I blanked out at the word blog. I'm gonna put all of your links in the description. I hope you know this.
Which ones?
All of them!
I am powerful. Also, hi. I am. You don't know me.
You don't really know me.
Oh.
Also, Inanimate Insanity is trending on Tumblr.
It's what they deserve.
Also, I think that Lightbulb is Pan.
Lightbulb is Pan?
That's what I'm thinking. Because she shows affection towards everyone, especially that one microphone clip she said, is she a thief? Because she just stole the show and my heart. I'm like, wow. And they paintbrush and they show affection towards Fan and their other teammates and baseball. I'm like, you are Pan. Just like Knife. Knife is Pan.
Knife.
That is confirmed by Justin.
I think like nobody's straight in this.
We're quoting this one post where it's like, where's Het Pride? It was like, yeah.
Ugh.
A lot of people said that it's because of all the Meeple products that is causing Suitcase to have her reactions. So.
I just wanted everybody happy in this. Everybody's like not having a good time.
Is that what you said to Pickle?
Don't.
Oh my god. Dude. The room that they put Fan in with the egg, it looks just like the room they put Steven in during the trial. When he...
It does! Oh!
So many, mic drops. Also, can we talk about how everybody just saw Mike as the badass, just bringing back Fan, and then in reality she's puts him down?
Just throws him.
Yeah, I think that one shot where she's the badass, I think that's what everybody else sees, and that reality is just eh. That's reality.
Microphone is a badass though.
She is, and Growth is very badass of her.
is growth, honey.
Oh man, I'm still thinking about the fact that we kind of roasted Blue while we're doing all this.
Oh, poor Blue.
Actually, let's see if they're willing to clown. Ah, they're offline.
Yeah, they're at work.
Ah, Dunkin' Donuts. Did you hear that Dunkin' Donuts is closing like 800 stores?
Binkin' Bonuts.
Okay, mute your notifications.
I can't!
Go on, do not disturb. That stops the sound. God damn it.
I'm trying! There! Better?
What? Is that from the other Half-Life server you're in?
Yes.
Because I'm looking at our shared servers and I'm not getting any notifications. Our boys are quiet today. Like,
They have a lot to say.
and like, I'm part of the Inanimate Insanity Discord too, but at the same time, I'm just like scared to go in there. There's so many people.
You gotta put yourself out there.
I did at one point, and then I got scared. Like, I posted one picture, but because it was spoiler, I had to. They removed it, and they told me to put it in a different chat, and you've got to strike, and like I got scared. My anxiety had never been higher.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But like,
that's why I like the close knit group we have in the Queenie Camp server.
yeah, me too. I get like literal anxiety when joining like bigger discords.
Yeah. But I also get anxiety because I don't want to leave it. Because at the same time.
Yeah. Which is understandable. Wait, is it like the main Discord for Inanimate Insanity?
It's the official one.
Oh.
Everybody's freaking out on Tumblr.
You know who else is freaking out on Tumblr?
You!
No.
Who?
The staff. Because they don't know how to do anything.
What?
They don't. Their blocking system is like horrible.
Oh, you mean Tumblr staff? I thought you meant the Inanimate Insanity boys. I'm like, what?
No, not the boys. Not the boys. Not the bagel boys.
Bagel boys.
Bagel boys.
Tag yourself. I think it would be Knife and Lightbulb. And who else would join that bandit of Bagel Boys?
Knife, pickle, and
Lightbulb.
yeah.
Now I gotta draw that. You're giving me so many arts.
I mean, what if so many vines work as Inanimate Insanity posts?
Yeah, some people like edit that. But also on YouTube, there are a couple animatics, and my favorite one is the Inanimate Insanity, the one thing bit from John Mulaney.
Oh my god. Why do I get a feeling that it's Knife who has the little room?
No, it's not. Knife is the guy who slams down onto the pool table in the animatic.
Good for Knife.
Good for Knife.
Scatter!
Scatter! It's Microphone who's John Mulaney and the one I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
And Microphone would be John Mulaney.
Microphone would be like, who's Jake McNamara?
It's me, Pat.
Someone took a shit on my dad's desk.
Me phone.
But the one thing that they're really concerned about, they took
old antique photos of my grandmother, and my parents are really freaking out about it. Oh, God. John Mulaney is a topic all his own because he is a funny man.
I love John Mulaney.
Spider-Ham.
Oh my god, Spider-Ham? But, like, it's knife.
Yes! Justin! I'm gonna see if Justin was down to clown about that.
Oh, that'd be so fucking funny. Just into the inanimate verse.
Into the inanimate verse. Ah! I can't be too loud because my dad's still asleep in the next room over. I almost sent that to Haley instead of Justin. I was so close to just sending that to Haley, and Haley would have been so confused.
Wait, you're friends with Justin on, like, Discord or something?
No, I like, okay, we talk sometimes on Tumblr, so, but I'm just sending this as an ask on this, on his, Tumblr. I'm sending it as an ask. Knife, but as Spider Ham. What do you think? This came up in my discussion video that I'm making. My
name is Knifey Porker.
And we wanna know your response. LOL. This video might go up tomorrow because I have stuff to do tonight.
Yeah. And it's like...
And I downloaded a new, like, video program, so I have to figure out how that works. It looks pretty simple, though. Like, I worked with one of the Adobe products, and it kind of looks like the same elements.
Well, that's good. You know what I wish? You know who I wish would come back, though? Marshmallow and Apple.
Now, by that you mean you wish there was more screen time with them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that maybe there'll be some comics about them. I don't know.
I miss them.
I miss them too.
I can't think of it.
You know, me and you and Blue would be the Bagel Boys of our group.
We are the Bagel Boys.
Bagel Boys with cream cheese. So, okay, you've watched Dream, right? Let's just get a little more off track.
I'm what?
You've watched Dream, as in like the Minecraft Manhunt. Knife and Pickle would be them.
Oh my god, they would be.
Because there's already been a Tumblr post saying that they stream Minecraft together, and Lightbulb sometimes joins. And Lightbulb pranked him, saying, "I'm Herobrine."
It's okay.
But at the same time,
it's okay, Knife. Herobrine's not real. It's okay. Lightbulb in the corner as Herobrine, T-posing.
Also, I gotta send this to you because it's cute, but don't say anything.
I'm scared.
Hey, it's cute. I just don't want you to say anything because I just want to hear your reaction.
Oh. Oh.
This is what I meant about the community really loving this.
This is gay stuff. You know what I need?
More knife and paper. Bros. They're bros. What do you need?
I need a nap.
You want to stop the recording? It's almost 2 o'clock. We almost did it, boys! And with that, we're going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We might do this again. This is actually really fun.
Yeah.
I would look out in the future in case we might actually do the Queenie Camps channel. I feel like we should still definitely do that.
This was fun.
This was very fun. And with that, we'll see you next time, and peace!
Bye.